Welcome back to Celebrity Playbook. Today we're unlocking the electrifying story of Jalen Hurts. His rise to stardom, family background, relationship status, career milestones, net worth, and involvement in the 2025 Super Bowl. Whether you're a longtime fan or just hearing his name for the first time, buckle up because this deep dive will leave you amazed. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, share this video, and drop a comment. We want to hear your thoughts. Let's get started with the journey of one of the NFL's brightest stars. Jalen Alexander Hurts, born August 7, 1998, is an American professional football quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles of the National Football League, NFL. Born and raised in Houston, Texas, Hurts attended Channelview High School, where his father, Averion Hurts, was the head football coach. Under his father's guidance, Hurts developed into a standout dual-threat quarterback. As a senior, he threw for 2,384 yards and 26 touchdowns while rushing for 1,391 yards and 25 scores. His impressive performance earned him the District 21-6A overall MVP as a junior, and he was rated a 4-star recruit, ranking among the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the 2016 class. Despite a strong push from Texas A&M, Hurts committed to the University of Alabama on June 5, 2015, after being recruited by defensive line coach Bo Davis and offensive coordinator Lane Kiffin. Beyond football, Hurts showcased his strength in powerlifting. As a sophomore, he displayed exceptional athleticism by squatting 500 pounds, 230 kilograms, an impressive feat for a high school athlete. His strength and dedication helped him advance to the regional finals in the 198-pound weight class. This combination of power and agility translated well to his playing style on the football field, where he became known for his ability to evade defenders and make plays with both his arm and legs. As a true freshman for the Alabama Crimson Tide in 2016, Jalen Hurts quickly made history by becoming the first true freshman to start at quarterback for Alabama since Vince Sutton in 1984. Initially backing up Blake Barnett, Hurts took over as the starter by the second game and never looked back. Under head coach Nick Saban, he had an outstanding freshman campaign, throwing for 2,780 yards and 23 touchdowns while also rushing for 954 yards and 13 scores. His 36 total touchdowns broke Alabama's single-season record, previously held by Blake Sims. Hurts also set several milestones, including becoming the first Alabama quarterback to rush for over 11 touchdowns in a season and the first to pass for 300 yards while rushing for 100 yards in a single game. He led the Crimson Tide to an undefeated 12-0 regular season, winning the SEC championship and earning numerous accolades, including SEC Offensive Player of the Year and SEC Freshman of the Year. However, Alabama fell short in the 2017 College Football Playoff National Championship, losing to Clemson in a dramatic 35-31 finish. In his sophomore season, Hurts continued to lead Alabama to success, guiding the team to an 11-1 record and a college football playoff berth. He played a crucial role in the Sugar Bowl semifinal win over Clemson, earning offensive MVP honors. However, in the national championship against Georgia, Alabama trailed 13-0 at halftime, leading to Hurts being replaced by freshman Tua Tagovailoa. Tagovailoa orchestrated a comeback, securing a 26-23 overtime victory and raising questions about Hurts' starting role moving forward. Despite losing the starting job in 2018, Hurts remained a valuable asset, stepping in for an injured Tagovailoa in the SEC championship game and leading Alabama to a thrilling 35-28 comeback win against Georgia. He completed his undergraduate degree in December 2018 before announcing his transfer to the University of Oklahoma for his final collegiate season. At Oklahoma, Hurts thrived in head coach Lincoln Riley's high-powered offense. In his debut game, he set a school record for total yardage in a first start, amassing 508 yards against Houston. Throughout the 2019 season, he continued to impress, leading the Sooners to a Big 12 championship and a college football playoff appearance. He finished the season with 3,851 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, and 1,298 rushing yards with 20 rushing scores. His exceptional play earned him a second-place finish in Heisman Trophy voting, behind LSU's Joe Burrow. Hurts' success at Oklahoma significantly boosted his NFL draft stock, transforming him from a questionable prospect at Alabama to an early-round draft projection. He later completed his master's degree in human relations in May 2023, further showcasing his dedication both on and off the field. The Philadelphia Eagles selected Jalen Hurts as the 53rd overall pick in the second round of the 2020 NFL Draft. Initially listed as the third-string quarterback behind Nate Sudfeld, Hurts quickly moved up to the backup role by week 2, primarily to be utilized in quarterback run plays or as a decoy. His opportunity to take the field as a starter came in week 13 of the 2020 season when he replaced Carson Wentz, who was benched due to poor performance, during a game against the Green Bay Packers. Hurts threw his first career passing touchdown to Greg Ward in that game. The following week, he made his first NFL start against the New Orleans Saints, leading the Eagles to a 24-21 victory while amassing 273 total yards. Hurts showed flashes of his dual-threat capabilities in subsequent games, including a 338-yard passing performance against the Arizona Cardinals in Week 15. Hurts finished his rookie season with a controversial benching in Week 17 against the Washington football team, where head coach Doug Peterson opted to replace him with Sudfeld, sparking allegations of tanking. Despite the tumultuous end to his first year, Hurts entered the 2021 season as the Eagles' starting quarterback under new head coach Nick Sirianni. He had a strong start, leading the team to a dominant 32-6 victory over the Atlanta Falcons in the season opener. Despite suffering an ankle injury in Week 12, he returned to help guide the Eagles to a playoff berth, finishing the season with 3,144 passing yards, 16 passing touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and a league-leading 784 rushing yards among quarterbacks. However, his first playoff appearance ended in disappointment, as the Eagles fell to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card round. In 2022, Hurts elevated his game to an elite level. He set multiple records, including leading the Eagles to an 8-0 start for the first time in franchise history. Notable performances included a 157-yard rushing game against the Packers and a 380-yard passing display against the Titans. Despite suffering a shoulder injury late in the season, Hurts returned to secure the number 1 seed in the NFC. He finished the year with a 14-1 record as a starter, throwing for 3,701 yards, 22 touchdowns, and rushing for 13 more scores. In the postseason, he guided the Eagles to a dominant NFC Championship win over the 49ers before playing in Super Bowl 57 against the Chiefs. Though the Eagles lost 38-35, Hurts put up a historic performance with 3 rushing touchdowns and a record-tying 20 points in the game. Hurts continued his success in 2023, signing a 5-year $255 million contract extension, making him the highest-paid player in NFL history at the time. He led the Eagles to another strong season, breaking multiple franchise records, including most career rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Despite an impressive regular season, where he recorded his 3rd straight year with at least 10 rushing touchdowns, the Eagles faltered in the wild card round against the Buccaneers. Despite the loss, Hurts earned Pro Bowl honors for the 2nd consecutive season and was ranked 15th on the NFL Top 100 Players list. In 2024, Hurts opened the season with a victory over the Packers in Brazil, throwing for 278 yards and 2 touchdowns. He later led the Eagles to a franchise record 10-game winning streak, helping them secure their 4th consecutive playoff berth. However, a concussion suffered in Week 16 sidelined him for the final 2 games of the regular season. Upon his return, Hurts led the Eagles through the playoffs with a dominant NFC Championship performance against the Commanders. In Super Bowl 59, he delivered a stellar performance with 221 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown, leading the Eagles to a 40-22 victory over the Chiefs. His efforts earned him Super Bowl MVP honors, cementing his status as one of the league's top quarterbacks. On February 9, 2025, quarterback Jalen Hurts led the Philadelphia Eagles to a 40-22 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 59 at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Hurts delivered an outstanding performance, throwing for 221 yards and rushing for 72 yards, while scoring 3 touchdowns. His exceptional play earned him the Super Bowl Most Valuable Player (MVP) award. This victory marked the Eagles' first Super Bowl championship since 2018 and avenged their previous loss to the Chiefs in Super Bowl 57 2 years earlier. Jalen Hurts is engaged to Brianna "Bri" Rivera Burrows, whom he met at the University of Alabama. They dated on and off before announcing their engagement in September 2024. Burrows, a tech executive with a background in Spanish and political science, keeps their relationship mostly private. The couple has made a few public appearances, including the Time 100 Next Gala in 2023. Hurts has expressed deep admiration for her, saying he knew a long time ago she was the one. As of 2025, Jalen Hurts has a net worth estimated to be around $45 million. His wealth primarily stems from his lucrative NFL contracts, including a historic 5-year, $255 million deal signed in 2023, which made him the highest-paid player in NFL history at the time. Additionally, Hurts has endorsement deals with major brands like Nike, Panini, and Adidas, boosting his income. His business ventures, such as investing in startups and partnerships with various companies, also contribute to his growing net worth. Thank you and be sure to subscribe.